For over 35 years, the Cacciatore family has provided state-of-the-art auto collision repairs. V&J Auto Body is not only certified to repair all makes and models, V&J is one of the few auto body repair shops certified by Tesla to repair and recalibrate their automobiles, as well as other electric and hybrid vehicles. Detailed repairs combined with award-winning concierge service makes V&J the only choice for your collision repair needs. V&J will pick up your automobile wherever on Long Island you are, provide you with a rental, and deliver your vehicle when the job is complete. Too good to be true? Visit VJAutobody.com. That's VJAutobody.com. Come over and meet the crew. VJ Auto Body's 2 state-of-the-art facilities are equipped with the latest technologies in auto repair. Let V&J communicate with your insurance company for you and deliver back to you a detailed, perfectly repaired vehicle. Contact V&J Auto Body by visiting VJAutobody.com or call 631-226-0070. That's 631-226-0070. Hey, everybody out there. It's Peter Crouch, the one and only, your humble host of Crash Course Radio. Thank you very much for joining us here this afternoon. It is a beautiful afternoon, and I am totally psyched to be behind this mic, as I always am every Tuesday afternoon, especially when the weather cooperates. We had another monsoon event there. Dismal weather, I guess, a sign of things to come, right? I think things don't get any better on from this point out, right? It's all downhill. We get the nasty weather. Although the snow's nice to play in, but it's horrible to work in and drive in, right? I'm a big skier, so I dig all that while I'm having fun, but it's definitely no good on the with the other stuff. Hey, anyway, welcome. And again, as I said, this is Crash Course Radio. And we are live here in the wonderful studios of 103.9. And you can talk to me this afternoon at 631-451-1039. That's 631-451-1039. Whatever's on your mind. If you're filing an insurance claim, you're in the middle of an insurance claim, you're thinking you may have to file one, you got questions, we have answers. Folks, I've been saying this for a long time since we've been on the air now, which is a little over a year. All right, filing an insurance claim is a daunting matter. Okay, it's a complex matter. It can be intimidating. Right? If you've never had to experience it, well, congratulations. But it's definitely something that the more you know, the better the outcome will be. All right, I like to say ignorance is definitely not bliss in the industry of auto body and insurance. All right, so hey, if we can help you out, please call 631-451-1039. All right, we've been helping a lot of people out, and we continue to do so. All right? We really appreciate people calling in, all right, and on the after hours and in between and everything else, okay? We've been helping a lot of people, folks, okay, with all kinds of issues, all right, around issues involving insurance, right, obviously, claims, liability decisions, total loss matters, right? That car's going to be a total. It's been deemed a total. So, those are the kinds of things that we can do here for you. All right. And that's why one of the reasons why we launched Crash Course Radio is because I get to talk to you folks out there every Tuesday afternoon. This is a live show, by the way. All right. So please, if you'd like to reach us, please do so. And, make sure that we'll make sure that we can help you out. All right. Hey, want to remind everybody we are on Instagram and Facebook, of course. But more significantly, we are also now on Spotify. All right, really cool stuff. All right, it's thanks to my wonderful engineer in there who's got a big smile on his face. All right, he's also been working with us in behind the scenes. All right, so good stuff there. And, of course, the YouTube. All right, I've talked about that for the longest time, and that has actually finally come to fruition. Thank you very much, Anthony. All right, great work. Keep it up. All right, we're doing good things here. We continue to grow, all right? And I just want to give a little shout-out, Collision Service Network. I am the founder. I'm president of Collision Service Network. CollisionServiceNetwork.com was created out of a need for both the auto industry here on Long Island and, of course, the consumer. All right, our mission is to support and promote the independently owned and operated auto body industry and all affiliated businesses and educate and inform the consumer as to their rights, options, and expectations related to an insurance claim. All right, and we accomplish this through a variety of means, not other than the good old radio. And you get to hear my wonderful voice every Tuesday afternoon, but we get to reach you folks, and we get to inform and educate people. Hey, you know the mantra by now if you've been following us, right? We give you knowledge and information you need and can use, and advice you can trust. Never so true than today, folks. A lot of information out there, right? Called the information highway, disinformation highway. It's no different in the insurance industry and the auto body industry. All right, some folks out there just either confused or, just were led in the wrong direction. And unfortunately, you're not always getting a straight story, right? But if you call here, Crash Course Radio, 631-451-1039, we're going to give you the straight story. Please go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com. CollisionServiceNetwork.com is where you're going to find all the resources you need when what you need is an amazing body shop to fix your collision damaged vehicle or just bodily damaged car, right? If you had a tree fall on it or you had a comprehensive loss. All right, please go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com, and one of our amazing network partners there will fix your car the way you want it, not the way the insurance guys do. Hey, and they're going to represent your interests, all right, and not their interests. Big difference there, folks. I've spoke about this many, many times, all right, but it bears mentioning again. You go to an auto body shop, right? That's sponsored by the insurance guys. What do we mean by that? Well, sometimes it goes by DRP, Direct Repair Program. All right, you'll very often hear your insurance company refer to this as we have a direct repair program here. All right, or we have an insurance shop program, or one of our body shops. First of all, it's not one of their shops. Okay, that's the first thing. It's definitely not one of their shops. All right. But in any event, hey, if you go there and a problem comes up, and a problem could come up, folks. All right, listen, I'm in this business over 30 years, and problems do happen. How you react to the problem, how you deal with the problem, resolve the problem, that's really the important issue, not the problem itself, right? I think that's pretty true in a lot of things in life. But in this industry here, all right, if you don't go to a Collision Services Network shop and you end up at an insurance-sponsored shop, right, or you get involved with the Direct Repair Program, DRP, that outcome of that problem could be very, very different, okay? And that difference could spell financial as well as emotional frustration and hardship for you, right? Put quite simply, folks, if there is an issue, right, who is that person going to, are they going to look out for you, right? You got to look yourself in the mirror. I always say, and you got to ask yourself the hard question, be truthful with yourself, right? Be honest with yourself. If you're over there getting your car fixed, and there's a problem, how far are they going to go? I don't know. Maybe some of them will, right? You might get a one-off guy who's really trying to earn your business, and it's really important to him that you come back there one day, not that you were told to go there. And that's another thing, folks. Think about it. The insurance company shops, okay, the insurance-sponsored programs or direct repair programs, right? These people aren't earning your business, folks. They're not earning your business. You went there because you were told to go there. And in some circumstances, you were almost probably intimidated to go there. You should really take your car there at the shop, or else. All right? All a bunch of malarkey, right? And if you listen to us, right, you'll be the smartest person in the room, and you'll be able to tell them it's malarkey. And then you'll go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com, get the right information, the right advice, and make the right choice, and you won't end up in that situation. But if you didn't, all right, and you are, then you got to understand, you got to ask yourself this hard question, right? If I get into a predicament, right, and there's an issue, how reliable are these people? I don't know. I mean, listen, I have my own answer personally and professionally. And when I say professionally, this is coming from a person who worked in the industry, all right? I worked for a big name insurance company, right? And I did get involved with some of these contracts with these various shops and these programs. And they're not very consumer friendly, right? Not at all, okay? They're definitely oriented toward saving the insurance company time and money, and that's fine. That's cool, right? We've talked about this. They're a business like anybody else, folks, and they're looking to save money, cut costs, wherever and whenever they can, right? You know what I've been saying behind this mic now for the longest time. Insurance companies do what very well? Well, they do two things. They take our money, hopefully invest it somewhere so that there's a lot more money so they can pay out. All right, even that's up for debate. Then they do another thing really well, which is they look for ways to cut costs. That's right. When, where, and often. And usually the often is as soon as you pick up the phone to make a claim. So getting back to the DRP, the Direct Repair Program, an insurance-sponsored shop, and why you never want to end up there is if you have an issue, okay, if the insurance company is that guy's primary source of income, right? And this is a tangible thing, right? When I say income, why am I saying income? It's not like they're sending this guy a check every month. No, but they're sending him business. He's not marketing. He's not advertising. He's not out there banging on doors or running commercials or trying to set himself apart from the guy down the road. No, he's sitting back. He's waiting for the phone to ring. Hey, it's Mr. Jones and, ABC Insurance Company. They told me I should come here. Great. Come on down. All right. So, that's another reason why you want to stay informed, all right? And you want to stay ahead of the curve. So if you keep listening to us here at Crash Course Radio, you will be informed and you won't be one of those people, all right? Hey, we've got like 40 seconds here. So we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. We're hoping to have a guest here this afternoon, all right? We're looking to have our amazing sponsor, V&J. We're looking to hopefully have Chandler, all right? He's one of the owners to call in, and we're going to be discussing some challenges that the auto industry faces here on Long Island. All right, I think it'll be an interesting conversation. All right, that'll be a little later in the show. All right, so when we come back, we're going to talk a little more about this, and then we're also going to mention the new network partner we added on. All right, see you in a little bit, folks.
The low rider is a little higher.
All right, and we are back at it again. Welcome everyone. This is Peter Krause, your humble host of Crash Course Radio, live as always here in 103.9, wonderful studios in this amazing airport here. Hey, remember, this is a live show, so if you'd like to talk to me, you can reach me at 631-451-1039. All right, and folks, we've been on Instagram, Facebook, but the big announcements here are Spotify and YouTube. All right, big stuff. All right, we've been looking to launch this. We finally got it launched, and if that's your thing, well, then you can go there and find us now there as well, all right? And we're going to be doing a lot more things with that going forward. A lot more amazing things are going to be happening with those types of venues there, all right? We continue to grow. We continue to expand, all right? And we continue to evolve. And speaking of evolving, right, and expanding and growing, we announced last week our newest partner, all right? I want to mention these guys again. Great bunch of guys. Paul Wilson. He is the owner of Northern Boulevard Collision. Paul, welcome to Collision Services Network. I couldn't be more excited about this, folks. We've been trying so hard to get somebody in Western Nassau County to join us, and now we have an amazing partner on our network, Northern Boulevard Collision, all right, located in beautiful downtown Great Neck. All right, folks, if you're in that part of town, all right, in that part of Nassau, and you need a body shop, a modern facility, okay, a 21st century focused facility, a shop that's going to, represent your interests and fix your car in a modern way, then you got to give Paul and his team a call. All right, these guys are pros all around. All right, their staff are professional. Most of them are ex-insurance people. They're going to be able to answer all your questions and all your concerns. All right, and they can professionally interact with the insurance companies, all right, which is a huge benefit to you. We've talked about that here before. All right, another benefit of a Collision Services Network partner is most of their staff has been highly trained, all right, and they are knowledgeable and well-versed in insurance regulations here in New York State, as well as processes and procedures when dealing with the insurance companies, and, of course, negotiating effectively, right? Negotiating is it, folks. That's the key, all right? If you can negotiate effectively, then it's a great outcome for everybody involved. So Northern Boulevard Collision, all right, and they are located at, looks like 325 Great Neck Road in Great Neck, New York. All right, 646-247-4139. That's 646-247-4139. Put you in touch with Paul and his crew over there. Paul, once again, thank you very much for joining Collision Service Network. All right, we look forward to a long and prosperous relationship, all right, as we continue to grow and offer more options to the consumer. All right, as well as helping to promote and support the privately owned and operated auto body industry here across Long Island. All right, so thanks again, guys. Folks, again, give those guys a call. All right, they're the best in the neighborhood over there. If you need that kind of work, you know where to go. Northern Boulevard Collision, and you'll be able to find them shortly up on our network at collisionservicesnetwork.com. All right, speaking of body shops and speaking of growing, and the industry, I do want to make a political announcement. So if you've been following the show, all right, I've mentioned from time to time we do have a little bit of well, not a little. I don't want to diminish that. This is huge. So I've had a political effort underway, all right, for quite some time now, and it appears that it's getting some legs. And I did check in with our gracious assemblyman here, Mr. Gandolfo, all right, who very busy man these days. All right, he is running for re-election. However, I've been assured that the process is in place and moving along. All right, unfortunately, these folks are not in session now, so I believe they'll be back in January. All right, but the issue is being researched in committee. All right, and he is aggressively pursuing this with his counterparts on the Small Business and Insurance Committee. All right, so really exciting stuff, folks. We're looking to, change the New York State Reg 64. All right, now this has implications for the consumer as well as the industry. All right, right now, paint materials is a huge issue, okay, for everybody in this industry. All right, that is probably one of the single sources of challenge, all right, for us as an industry. All right, what I mean by that is usually it's labor or utilities, but I would say materials and paint has surpassed that now. And unfortunately, the insurance companies have found a loophole, all right, which, what do I always say? They're a business, right, and they're looking for ways to cut costs. Well, they found a loophole, and basically what it says is that they don't have to honor a paint materials guide. All right, this was a huge blow to the industry. All right, and we have illustrated both numerically and also quantitatively what a disruption this is, all right, with respect to our ability to increase profit margins, all right, and provide the type of service that we need to provide to our customers, all right? So paint materials guide, we're looking to change that. We're looking to get something done at the regulation level, which would compel the insurance folks to have to negotiate a paint materials guide. This is big stuff, folks. If you're in the industry, it's huge. If you're a consumer, it's huge, because guess what? If these guys are able to capture the paint materials they need, that means they're not going to have to pass that cost on to you, or they're not going to have to try and transfer that cost, right? What I mean by transferring, they're not going to have to try and negotiate that into some other aspect of the claim. It just becomes very convoluted and frustrating for everybody involved. All right, so good stuff. Crash Course Radio, you heard it here first. All right, and CollisionServiceNetwork.com is leading the way. And like I like to say, we are the real voice of the privately owned and operated auto body industry. Don't let anybody else kid you. We are the real voice, because why? I'm sitting behind this mic every Tuesday afternoon speaking directly to you out there, all right, the fine folks of Long Island, the driving population, all right, and also the industry. All right, nobody else has done this. All right, we're blazing a new trail here, and we're totally psyched to do it. All right, so good stuff on the political front. Things are definitely moving along there. We're excited about that. All right, and we're going to, keep the pedal to the metal and making sure that they stay accountable to that. Hey, folks, you have rights and options when it comes to dealing with the insurance company, and we at Collision Services Network are here to make sure you know and understand those rights, expectations, and options. All right? You should never allow an insurance company to tell you to take photos of your damaged car for estimate purpose. Look, I've been harping on this. I have a little bit of a comical edge on this. I think it's pretty cool. Right? It's a little spin on the Nancy Reagan years when she had a little bit going there with the just say no to drugs. So we're kind of adapting that to our thing, and we're asking everybody, just say no. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you make an insurance claim, right? Hey, and remember our little slogan, right? If you have to call the insurance guys, what do I always say? You should be speaking to us before you call them, all right? But if you didn't because you couldn't and you did, all right, well then make sure you just say no. When they tell you, hey, Mr. Jones, can you go out and take photos of your damaged car and just send it up? No, can't do it. All right? Not only that, all right, by listening to the show, you'll be empowered to say to them, I don't have to do it. Okay, folks, you're under no obligation, all right, to comply with any of this. In fact, by complying with it, you're actually helping the insurance guys to cut costs, operating expenses, all right, which namely means eliminating really high quality, high powered jobs, all right, for professional people, all right, that actually get paid to do this job, and they're licensed by the state of New York. All right, so every time we agree to this, we're just contributing to the loss of some very quality jobs. All right, and they know this. All right, and the other thing that's very damaging to you, all right, as the consumer, is you don't understand what's involved with an estimate. So you're going to take a picture of what? The obvious damage. Folks, I got to tell you, I'm here to tell you, right, both, again, professionally, because I was in that industry, and personally, that when you do that, you can rest assured that 98% of the time, the estimate that they send you, right, will not accurately or fairly reflect the damages to your vehicle, or, worse yet, the dollar amount necessary to return your vehicle to pre-loss condition. And that's a fact, folks, and insurance guys know that. All right, I sat through many insurance meetings, and this would be brought up in conversations at meetings, and they would readily acknowledge that this process results in a less than fair outcome for the consumer. But you know what? If the guy brings it to a shop, we'll deal with it later. So they're rolling the dice so you don't go to the shop, right? You take the money and run. So it's all bad. Trust me, it's not good, folks. If the insurance guys adopted this, it wasn't that necessarily about helping you. It's about helping them. All right. All right. So by taking photos of your car and sending them in, it will result in a less than fair settlement of your damaged car. All right. So remember what we're going to do? Just say no. All right. All right. So we're getting ready to go to another break. It's amazing how time flies here on Crash Course Radio because we have such a blast. We have more fun than should be legally allowed. All right, and hey, when we come back, we'll see. Maybe we'll have a secret caller. All right, and we'll be able to get into that. All right, I'll see you in a bit. For over 35 years, the Cacciatore family has provided state-of-the-art auto collision repairs. V&J Auto Body is not only certified to repair all makes and models, V&J is one of the few auto body repair shops certified by Tesla to repair and recalibrate their automobiles, as well as other electric and hybrid vehicles. Detailed repairs combined with award-winning concierge service makes V&J the only choice for your collision repair needs. V&J will pick up your automobile wherever on Long Island you are, provide you with a rental, and deliver your vehicle when the job is complete. Too good to be true? Visit VJAutobody.com. That's VJAutobody.com. Come over and meet the crew. VJ Auto Body's 2 state-of-the-art facilities are equipped with the latest technologies in auto repair. Let V&J communicate with your insurance company for you and deliver back to you a detailed, perfectly repaired vehicle. Contact V&J Auto Body by visiting VJAutobody.com or call 631-226-0070. That's 631-226-0070. All right, here we are, back again, having so much fun, right? I don't know what to say anymore. It's amazing. Beautiful weather. Gotta love the weather, right? Weather's great. We gotta definitely take this all in because, as I said earlier in the show, all right, the worst is yet to come. Hey, folks, this is Peter Crouch, Crash Course Radio, live in the studio here, 103.9. If you'd like to speak to me, 631-451-1039. All right, and whatever's on your mind, right? Right, if it's, like I said, hey, look, I know there's a lot of people out there right now driving that got to be saying to themselves, you know what, I just put in an insurance claim, or, my son just wrapped the car into a pole, on the weekend. All right, somebody out there listening to my voice, got to know somebody, all right, or yourself or a family member, all right, give us a call. I'm going to make sure you're on the right track, all right, and, we'll see what we can do. Hey, Instagram, Facebook, right? You can find us there. We're very active on that. And Spotify. Okay, we are on Spotify as well. All right, and YouTube. Okay, we're the YouTuber. All right, so you can check us out over there. Hey, folks, we're going to continue to evolve those 2 platforms, Spotify and YouTube. All right, eventually, hopefully you get to see little old me. All right, in the flesh, not just in the voice. All right, so good things to come. We keep evolving, moving forward, and growing. Right, I just mentioned our newest partner, Northern Boulevard Collision in Great Neck. All right, again, congratulations to them and welcome, guys. All right, and that's the kind of stuff we're doing here. And, of course, we are frustrating the heck out of the insurance guys with one arm tied behind my back, and I love it. I love it. Not to demonize the insurance industry, though, right? We always like to put that in as a disclaimer there, folks. All right, we recognize that they provide an amazing service, all right, and they are necessary to a functioning civil society, all right. But it is the humble opinion of Collision Services Network that that role should be diminished, right? They should stick to insurance. They're good at that, right? They're good at insuring, all right. They're not very good at collision work and repair work and everything. They think they are, right? And when I started in the industry, they didn't even want to think they were. In fact, even if they thought they were, they couldn't because they were constrained by regulation, and they didn't want her anyway because they didn't care. Well, guess what? Fast forward 30 years later, guess what? They still don't care. Nothing's really changed, folks. Right? The facade has changed, right? The perception has changed, right? And what do I mean by that? Well, back then, couldn't help anybody. I need a shop. I don't know what to do. Right? I used to get the calls. I was a desk guy. I used to work at a big insurance company, and I was a claim rep. People would call in. I don't know what to do. I've never been through this. Can you give me a shop? Nope, can't do. And if I really was pushed to the wall, I had to go through a whole process, all right, with the state, fill out a whole big form. All right, fast forward now. Now what's the perception? Oh, the insurance companies, they love me. They want to help me. They want to send me to shop. No, they still don't care. In fact, they care even less because they're going to send you to a body shop, okay, and who's going to fix your car according to the way the insurance company wants it fixed. And then when it doesn't get fixed the way you want it and there's a problem, guess what? They just throw their hands up in the air and they tell you, oh, go back to that shop and he's going to fix it for you. Right? I'm not making this up, folks. The insurance company has no tangibility when it comes to their direct repair programs or their insurance shop. Bar none. All right? In most instances, they don't even have a written contract. It's a verbal agreement at best. Okay, and if it is a written contract, it simply just is a contract. It's a non-adhesion contract. What do I mean by that? Well, it doesn't really bind either party. Either party can walk away from that at any time for any reason. All right, and insofar as the insurance companies guaranteeing the work there, because that's what they love to say, right? Oh, if you go to our guy, we're going to guarantee it. They're not guaranteeing anything. All they're guaranteeing is that if you have a problem and you go back there, that guy's got to address it. Now, ask yourself this, folks. I love saying this. I said this last week. I say it all the time. Let's be brutally honest. Let's get that mirror out and look at yourself right now and ask yourself this question. At the insurance companies, right? It's going to stand behind it. We guarantee he's going to fix it. If that guy just screwed up your car, right? The fender fell off when you drove away or your wheel fell off or the paint don't match, are you going back there? I know I'm not. All right, so where's the guarantee? Now you tell the insurance company, I'm not going back there. I don't like that guy. I don't trust him. You know, I don't like the way he fixed my car. Well, how do I know he's going to fix it the right way? So, and I can tell you once again from experience, folks, 9 times out of 10, that's the end result. People are not going back there. All right. In fact, those people have come to where I work at V&J Auto Body. Right? And I have a video. If you'd like to see it, you can see that video. I believe it's at Instagram. All right. And go on Instagram. Go to our videos. All right. I'm not a techie guy, but you'll find a video there, a really cool video that yours truly did. All right. And it's a real life video of a real life scenario of a person that got a really raw deal going to an insurance shop. All right. Go check it out. Go to Instagram tonight. Bring up that video and you'll see little old me. Basically, we got the car. Excuse me. And suffice it to say, we ended up handing the insurance company. Now, listen, pay attention here. We handed the insurance company a bill for almost double of what their shop had charged. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Matching what their shop charged and then some. Okay. Well, guess what, folks? Did the insurance company pay that bill? Nope. They went back and they handed it over to none other than their good old direct repair shop. And he paid the bill. All right. The moral story here, folks, is a lot has changed and nothing's changed. They didn't care back then. They don't care now. And that's okay. That's really okay. We should be okay with that because they're in the insurance business. They're not in the collision business, right? And that's why they should remain in the insurance business and let the auto body industry handle the collision business, right? That's what we say at Collision Service Network. Okay? So you heard it here on Crash Course Radio today. We just clarified the whole mystique about this entire program. It's bad. It's not good. It's not good for anybody. It's good for them. All right? But they don't need help. Don't help them. Okay? Trust me. I worked in that industry for many, many decades. They don't need any help. They do very well on their own with finding ways to cut costs, save money, all right, and things like that. All right? So please, stay away from the direct repair program, all right? Or what the insurance sponsored shop or the insurance company contract shop, all right? If you file a claim and you don't do it through us, all right, if you don't call us first and you talk to them directly, that's fine. That's great. You know, I'd recommend you call us first. Or if you don't call us, please go to collisionservicenetwork.com, find one of our amazing network partners near you there, and then let them help you file the claim. Okay? Because remember what we said, filing a claim is a daunting, complex, well, can be daunting. I don't say it's daunting. But it's a complex process, right? And it can be intimidating. Certainly, if you get the wrong person on the other end of the phone, it can be rather intimidating, all right? And I've witnessed that personally in my own shop, helping customers. All right? But if you don't or you can't, and you had to speak to them and you filed the claim, the insurance claim, you're going to get hit with this right away, folks. You're going to get hit with this right away. They're going to run through their whole thing, and they can do it. That's fine. They in their defense, they feel they're providing a service. Okay, I think it's a disservice, but I beg to differ. I think they should put the word "dis" in front of service. But anyway, and they're going to hit you with this. Now, what makes it unethical or a little nefarious is that instead of just leaving it at that, they then go ahead. Some of them will start to say, you should really go there because otherwise our guy's going to take a lot longer to get there and all these other obstacles. It's all a bunch of malarkey, folks. Don't buy it. They're constrained by New York State insurance law. They must see your car within 6 business days, excluding holidays and weekends. All right? So please, all right, if you take away anything from today's show, 2 things. No photo inspections, right? Just say no. Remember the old Nancy Reagan shtick? Just say no to drugs? Well, we're saying just say no to the insurance company. All right, that's it. It's that simple. Don't be intimidated, all right? They're not the police. They're not the insurance Nazis, all right? They're not looking to hurt you or harm you or, they're not thinking that you're a criminal. Just say no. You're an informed, educated person, consumer, because you listen to Crash Course Radio, and you're not going to do it. All right, and then you go to our network and you pick one of our partner shops, and they'll go and help you. All right. Wow. Can't believe another segment coming to an end. It's just wild and crazy here, the ride. All right, so when we come back to the final segment, we're going to go to the open mic. I'm going to put a question out there, and hopefully we can generate a call or two. Maybe we can pique somebody's interest. All right. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, welcome back, everyone out there. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. This is Peter Krause, your humble host, Crash Course Radio, Long Island's only radio show dedicated to the privately owned and operated auto body industry across the great fruited plain of Long Island. All right, it's the privately owned and operated. It must make that distinction. All right, these folks have no affiliation with the insurance industry beyond what they have to, of course, negotiating your claim. Hey, 631-451-1039. All right, that brings you into our studio here to talk to little old me. 631-451-1039. And this is, of course, Crash Course Radio. Thanks for joining me. All right, if you've been a frequent listener, thank you very much. We appreciate your dedication. All right, and please, spread the word. All right, as I said early in the show when we came on the air, we do help quite a few people now, obviously off the air. We have helped some people on the air as well. We get some really great calls. We had a great call last week. I just want to highlight that because it was a very important issue that was mentioned. The caller brought up the issue of extra equipment, okay, and extra things added onto your car or your truck, right, and stuff like that. And if there was an issue with that, and then I explained that there certainly was, right. We talked about the idea of an endorsement. Okay, and how many insurance companies are now it was a very popular thing when I first started in the industry. Right? When I say popular, I don't mean like everybody was jumping up and down and getting on the bandwagon, but the insurance industry, it was kind of a common thing to see on policies, all right? There would be endorsements, and the endorsements would basically call out certain items that they were gonna cover above and beyond what the normal policy would cover. And it kind of drifted away. I don't know if it just maybe because things just changed with the autos and the trucks and that. It seems to be they seem to be bringing that back. All right, and I think a reason for that, we're seeing that in my shop, V&J Auto Body. We've seen some people have issues with this. Okay, and I just wanted to highlight the fact that it's very important. I always talk about shopping your insurance, so please, folks. All right, if you have a car, you have a truck, all right, you have a van, and you've put a lot of extras on there. What do I mean by that? Embellishments, aftermarket stuff. That might be a reason too. The aftermarket industry is tremendous, right? It was rather unknown back in the 80s. All right, and there's also, it was kind of transitory there for a while. Now we're kind of seeing where people are getting back into this, I guess, right? I'm seeing it in my shop where we're seeing a lot more add-ons, spoilers, fancy aero packages, and all this stuff is cool, fancy wheels and rims, but here's the problem. This is where you have to be careful. All right, a lot of insurance companies, major insurance companies, are now requiring endorsements. All right, so please check with your insurance agent or your broker. All right, investigate this. All right, if you're one of these people, don't just think this is an automatic thing. If your car gets stolen or gets wrecked, a lot of times if you don't have an endorsement, they're going to pay a minimum amount, and that's it. So if you have a $2,500 additional package on there, you're going to get $1,000. That's it. That other $1,500, good luck. That's coming out of your pocket. But if you have an endorsement, it's possible that you could recover all of it, or at least, a lot more. All right, so check that out, please. Look into that. All right, this is what we do here at Crash Course Radio. We make the mundane intriguing and the boring exciting. All right, but that's, again, that's important stuff. And, like I say here, I've been saying it for quite often now, that we just don't think a lot about this. All right, I don't either. All right, I'm in the industry. But we should. All right. Insurance is a huge part of our lives. It touches all of us. Okay. It enables us to enjoy the things we want to enjoy without having to, without having to be worried about financial disaster, right? Or legal liability too. So we should really pay a little more attention to that. All right. Not just simply take it for granted. All right. Taking things for granted. Remember what I said? Ignorance isn't bliss in this industry. It's not. All right. So, look into that. But that was a great call last week, right? And that's what we get here. We get great calls because we got amazing listeners, right? Folks are educated and you're up on things, and we like that. Hey, and on that, we got about 5 minutes. So I want to talk about the issue of no fault, all right? Yours truly has been involved in that. All right, I got in a car accident back in August. I'm still dealing with that. So let me ask you, got 5 minutes. Come on, somebody's going to call in and give me an answer on this. So you got in a car accident, you got injured, and you got to get injuries taken care of. You went to the hospital, you want to go to a doctor, yada, yada, that type of thing. What do? You just tell the insurance company? I mean, or are you required to file anything? Are you required to tell your doctors? Or is this just something that, you just basically go to the doctor, the hospital, and send the bill in, and you get taken care of? Does anybody know? Give me a call, 631-451-1039. It's actually not as cut and dry as you think, and you have a time limit, all right? And if you don't execute certain things within that time limit, you're going to basically be screwed, all right? So, no fault, all right? Let me know, okay? You got in an accident, you're injured, you're starting to go to doctors and all this other good stuff, all right? Do you have to do anything? Or is this just an automatic thing? The insurance company starts to pay you. 631-451-1039. Give me a buzz. Hey, listen, folks, I want to tell you about the vision. All right? I mention our mission all the time, but our vision is a really cool thing you should take a look at, right? Go to collisionservicenetwork.com, collisionservicenetwork.com. Check out our vision, all right? It's a vision for the industry, all right, as well as a vision for, the consumer, all right? What we feel is a better way forward, all right, for the consumer, all right, as it relates to this industry. And when I say this industry, I also mean affiliated businesses, right? I mean personal injury attorneys and insurance brokers, all right, of which we have some amazing partners on there. All right, so if you're in need of that kind of service, please go to collisionservicenetwork.com and find an amazing personal injury attorney. All right, these folks are small enough to, guide you all the way and give you that personal touch, but big enough to give you the results that you expect and deserve. All right, collisionservicenetwork.com. So I'm just going to read the last part of our vision. All right, it says, we believe that a vibrant and independent collision services industry segmented by a shop's location, level of training, industry certifications, investment in technology, and its employees and quality of work will ensure consumers can, with confidence, be assured that their safety and well-being are foremost in the minds and actions of those performing the repairs to the damaged vehicles. All right? A lot was said there, right? That was a lot heavy-duty stuff that was put forward. But that part of the vision is addressing who? You, the consumer, right? But what we're saying there is that, hey, we're not interested in, what shop is on the insurance company's, direct repair program. Right? The insurance-sponsored shop program. In other words, a shop that's working with or for the insurance industry. Okay? We're not interested in that. And that's not going to help anybody. It's going to help you-know-who. It doesn't help the consumer, though. Why? Because that's not a competitive business model. Right? This is a competitive business model. Right? What we're saying is, let's keep the industry competitive. All right? Let's hold on to that capitalistic business model, because that results in the best outcome for the consumer. Why? Because the body shop, okay, that's able to evolve, like V&J, like where I work, okay, that's able to evolve and change with time, all right, and make the investments that they have to make in technology and people, all right, and processes. That's going to result in the best outcome for the consumer. Not some shop that just, says, hey, all right, I'll do work for ABC or insurance, and then they just send you business. Right? That's not a good outcome, all right? And all that does is also kind of causes a de facto monopoly. All right, let's face it, folks. All right? How many insurance companies are they? And they all operate these direct repair programs? I mean, I don't know. Last time I looked at the definition of monopoly, that's a monopoly. All right? And we all know the outcome of the monopolies. Not good. All right? So, vibrant and independent collision shops segmented by their location, training, certifications, all right, in technology, employees, all right, and the quality of work ensures consumers can confidence, all right, that their safety and well-being are foremost. Pretty cool stuff, right? Go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com and get that and much, much more. Hey, folks, we're coming at the end of this amazing show. All right, I hope you had a good time. We try and keep it light here. All right, try and make sure that we're delivering useful, all right, tangible stuff. I hope we did that today. All right, again, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. You can find us all across the Great Plains of technology now, thanks to my amazing engineer, Anthony. All right, who keeps us chugging along here. All right, so, so we're coming in the end of the show. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing everyone next Tuesday. Same bat channel, same bat time. All right, live as always, 3 to 4. All right, had a great time. Everybody enjoy the rest of the week and the amazing weather.